like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines.
The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Thank you for joining me this Monday, May 4th, 2026. Who we got in the chat? Who do we have in the chat on this Monday? Let me see. Let me go over here to the chat. We got Essie in the chat. Salute. Essie says, good afternoon. Truth chat. Kawanda in the chat. Salute, Kawanda. Thank you for coming through. We got Mo the Elephant in the chat. Greetings, Mo. How you doing? Jeff. Sincere Running Ray Real. Salute, King. And who else do we have? Anita. I see you, Anita. And Mo the Elephant. Hey, look, let me say something. Because we got to get in with this Monday prayer. We had the WBAs over the weekend, and I'm going to give y'all a recap. In the next segment, I'm going to give y'all a recap. Hakeem, I see you. Let's get Miracle Minister Kevin on the lines for that Monday prayer. How you doing, Miracle Minister Kevin?
Hey, Tory, I'm blessed. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm feeling powerful. How you doing?
Yeah, I see, because you had a nice Saturday. You had a nice Saturday there. Yeah, you did.
It was our annual Wisconsin Broadcasting Association Award.
Well, congratulations on your award that you won. It's always great to be recognized.
Well, I got second place for the best interviewer in the state of Wisconsin this year.
Right. And I'm hoping that interview was with me because you didn't say who it was. I'm hoping that was me.
No, that was the woman that called in and said that her son had lost control over the son. So that was that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's awesome.
But like I said,
you got control of the situation.
Miracle Minister Kevin, your story is meant for TV. You should actually think about making a little something for television, like a reenactment.
I can't think of nothing like that right now until this case with Uber is over dealt with.
Right.
Get done with that. You can't put that else on the iron, no irons on the fire, to say. Until that deal, that's over with. And hopefully that'll be over with soon.
Mm-hmm. I agree. What was the message over the weekend? What was the Sunday message, Minister Kevin?
Pastor was talking about wisdom, that we need wisdom. And, it talked about Solomon, how God asked him what is it he wanted. And he said he wanted wisdom, He had the riches already, what would you want? If God asked you what you wanted, what would your answer be? He asked that years ago, and I told him my answer was $10 billion.
Right.
Might have been 100. I don't know.
Well, he already had everything, so he wanted to have the sense to make it work.
Right.
So you ask somebody that ain't got everything, they may ask for some money. You know what I mean? So it depends.
Exactly.
Circumstances.
Exactly. You don't ask for what you already got plenty of. You ask for a thing that you don't have. And he knew he had to lead God's people, and he wanted to do it right. You see how his father David was doing it, and David told him that you're gonna be the one to build a temple for God. So he had to know what he was gonna do, And over, I think Thursday, I had an episode with a woman who was, what Solomon dealt with two women. One of them lost their child, and they both said that the living child was theirs. And Solomon said, well, let me go ahead and cut the baby in half. You both have a half. And the woman who was lying said, okay, go ahead and do that. Because she was bad. Her was dead, so she didn't care if the other one died. And the real mother said, no, just give her the baby because she wanted her baby to live. And I was observing a woman who definitely would have said, cut the baby in half, And I'm like, you can't be like that. Let your child be happy. If you can't be happy, don't make your child just as miserable as you are. And that's what we see in the world. That's why I say wisdom is the principal thing. We got to get wisdom, man. We got to get some understanding, some knowledge of what we're doing out here. And that's what I kind of want to pray about today as well, because a lot of people, they're not really bad people, but they just made bad choices. And that happens every day. I mean, nobody exempt from that. At any moment, you can make a bad choice, and it could be so detrimental to your life and other people's life. So I kind of want to, pray on that issue because, we have to be led by God when we're going to do something. We have to be led.
I agree. And I made a post, you gotta realize that, you gotta tap into your gifts and talents and purpose. And all of that'll make room for you. You gotta try to stay focused because the distractions, that's what they're there for, to keep you distracted, keep your eyes off the prize. So once you focus in and lock in on your talents, your abilities, your faith, and the things that you can do as far as the gifts that you have that God gave you, that's when the world kind of makes a lot more sense because you become purpose-driven. And I tell people that all the time.
That's so true. And you know what? A lot of times you will have opposition when you really working hard in your purpose. And, what I've been seeing lately, since my ordeal back in October of 23, and, my survival of it, that I had to go harder, even studying the Word of God, because I teach Sunday school every week. And I had a great mentor, Elder Joe Price, when I was growing up, teaching Sunday school. And he taught me how to dig deep, and that's what I do. And what I told him yesterday, I said, a lot of times you got to forget everything you learned growing up, because everything you learn may not be right. We say a lot of scriptures that's not even in the Bible. We don't even know that, because we've been saying it my whole life. Even the one I know it was mentioned on your show before, saying that spare the rod, spoil the child. That is not in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
With a concept there, yeah, but that's not in the Bible. That's actually from a play, And another, what people say that God won't put more on you than you can bear. That's not in the Bible either, and it's also not true. You will definitely get more on you than you can bear. That's when you call on God to help you. If you could deal with everything yourself, you don't need God. Why would I have to call on a higher power if I could do it all myself? So I can't bear this load. So I need God to help me. Like the footprints in the sand, at some point you don't see footprints anymore. You see only one set. You say, God, that's when I carried you, because you're too weak to keep on walking.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, God has to bear our load. And that's why I don't even like people saying that He won't put more you can bear. You will definitely going to have more you can bear. But that's when you call on God to help you with it.
And that's why we call on you to get the Monday prayer going, because some people got a heavy load on their hands, Minister Kevin.
They do, and we all do. That's why we go to God for it. And just keep God in mind when you're dealing with issues. When you have a thought, always pray, God, what should I do? Let Him lead and guide. Because, like I say, we make bad decisions, and that will be stuck with you. That will be stuck, and we don't want that.
Well, if y'all watching as we broadcast live, if y'all listening from wherever y'all listening to the Tory Lowe Show today, we're going to give ourselves that moment where we can come together on one accord as usual and do this Monday prayer, because to me, the Monday prayer is so important. It's the beginning of the work week. It's the first show of the week, and it allows us to come together and get our minds together and be thankful for what we already have and be optimistic to come together and make change. And I appreciate you, Miracle Minister Kevin, for coming faithfully every Monday on the Tory Lowe Show to do the Monday prayer. And we thank you.
Amen. Lord God, in this day and time of a stressful economy and the diminished judicial rights, we pray for wisdom and knowledge in how to properly deal with the difficult situations. The importance of making good, sound decisions is more paramount than ever. With that being said, we pray that you grant us foresight so that we can examine what the consequences of our thoughts and actions may be, so that we can use good judgment for positive results. So many good people make bad choices that cause irreparable damage. That is why we need your guidance and your helmet of salvation to guard our minds from the demonic influences that bombard our every thought. Cover us, Lord, in the shadow of your wings. I speak life more abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, thank you. Anything else you want to say, Miracle Minister Kevin?
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
All right, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At UW Credit Union, we have best-in-class technology and peopleology. Like if you lose your card, you can stop by in-branch for a same-day replacement, or you can have a new one instantly issued to the app. So whether you prefer interacting with our snappy online interface or our in-person regular faces, UW Credit Union is always here for every you. And whichever you choose, it's the best of both worlds. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
1-4. Say your name.
Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe.
Yeah. On the block by the courthouse. Phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side. Same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Advocate, Tory Lowe. He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. From the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Advocate, Tory Lowe. Every step, every march, he be in that snow. When it rain, when it cold, if you stuck in the dark, he gon' pull you home.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show.
Voice cut through the breeze.
Yesterday was the Wisconsin Broadcast Association Awards, and it was powerful. You know, I didn't get the first place one. I got it before though. It was best interview. I got best interview, I think 2 Wisconsin Broadcast Association awards ago. This time we was up again for best interview, got second place. And it is powerful. Like I said, just to be in the room, I'm talking about with the WBAs is every major news, television, radio station in the state of Wisconsin. So just to be nominated amongst the major heavy hitters in the city, in the state, that's powerful. So I'm just happy that a young man from 5th Street was able to be a part of that. You know, and actually be in the mix and challenging for first place I'm talking about every radio station in the state of Wisconsin is in the building. And it's a great night because after the awards are over, they have a little party, they start dancing, we start talking, we start networking. It's powerful. It's powerful. And I'm gonna tell you this, I never thought that, you know, I would ever, you know, be able to do radio in Milwaukee because a lot of those seats don't, you know, they don't come open very often. So to have the ability to not only be a radio show host, but to be the best, one of the best in the state of Wisconsin, it's just powerful. Like, and this ain't no buddy awards. This ain't no buddy. Your buddy can't give you this one. Like this is people, you know, professionals, you know, making the choices. So I think I had 11 nominations in 5 years. 11 or 12. 11 or 12. But in 5 years, that's almost unheard of. So a lot of people can say whatever they want. You know, I never got on the air and tried to be nothing but Tory Lowe. Like, this is the Tory Lowe show. And so it is what it is. But not only do we have a show, we had a show that was able to compete every year. Not you know, y'all sometimes they want to pit black talk radio hosts against each other or pit black radio stations against black radio stations. No, we competing with white, black, every station in the state of Wisconsin, small towns, large market. You know what I mean? This is where we got to be at. And that's where I'm at. I don't compete with nobody that look like me. Because why? You know, we should be competing against those that are actually, you know, on a level to where we can actually go higher if we can beat them. You know, if we can beat them, then you on that level. So I am just, I'm overblessed. I'm overblessed to represent my community. I'm overblessed to have been out here being an advocate for so many families and being able to get a result. I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed. And I didn't do it talking funny either. I didn't do it trying to make somebody like me or being who somebody thought that I should be. It's either take it or leave it. That's what it was. And it always been like that. I don't care if you like me or not. Let's get some results. I don't care if you believe the way I believe. Let's get some outcomes. I don't want to believe the same way you believe if we ain't gonna do nothing. I did that already. I was a deacon in church for 7 years. I did all that already. Now I want some action. And it don't matter what color you are. It don't matter what you believe. I guess it don't matter what gender you want to claim. If we can get some results, I don't care what you talking about. That's what I'm on. So one of the best shows in Wisconsin, the Tory Lowe Show. Powerful. And that's on the books. That's on the books. It's history now. So, you know, I know a lot of people come and say X, Y, and Z, but at the end of the day, we're here to compete, we're here to have fun, and we're here to get results. And hopefully I've done that. You know, even in tragedy, even in Milwaukee. Y'all already know. Y'all already know what time it is in Milwaukee, boy. But I never had to fake who I was to do what I'm doing. Never. Never had nobody ever have came in here and told me what to say or gave me a script or said anything to me as far as what I'm doing in the community and in the content that I brought to Truth Nation. And that will continue. That will continue. Trust me. But I appreciate Truth Nation because y'all show up, y'all show out, we get results, and we keep it moving. And without Truth Nation, I couldn't win what I'm winning right now. Without the community, I couldn't win without the community support because everything I do is based on us being able to get an outcome, a positive result. And with that being said, I'm able to make a competitive product with not only what's going on in Milwaukee, but what's going on around the state. So thank you. Thank you, everybody that joined the chat every day. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate everybody that called in. I appreciate everybody that's on the talk to text lines. I appreciate the whole show because from the beginning, we came raw, we came real, and we got results. And now we amongst the best in the state of Wisconsin when it comes to a radio show. The best. That's powerful, Truth Nation. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have the Pop Culture Report. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
As parents, we have a million things running through our minds. Playdates, checkups, groceries, laundry, diapers, work, carb, swim team, did we mention diapers, birthday parties, meal prep, lost permission slips, dentist appointments, and the dog that still needs to be walked. So it's easy to make a mistake. Oh, I forgot birthday candles. Sit tight, hon, I'll be right back. We say we'd never put our kids in danger by leaving them in the car alone. Oh, wait, since when are candles not on the baking aisle? But never happens. And temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you, and every time you park the car, stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer.
The Brewers failed to complete the sweep, but still won the series overall against the Nationals. Brewers lost a close game 3-2, but will now start this week off in St. Louis against the Cardinals. Logan Henderson looked great, except for tripping while going to cover first base in the 5th inning, which led to runs.
That was on me. I just tripped, and I think it's a different ballgame if I get over there and make the out.
Tonight's big series begins at 6:45. The Packers' rookie minicamp was this weekend, and head coach Matt LaFleur said they've changed this approach this year.
I think when we first got here, I'll never forget, we were putting all the guys through drills, agility drills, and I think we had a couple guys throw up. So we've definitely changed our approach in that regard.
The NFL schedule is rumored to release sometime this month. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on the 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Advocate, Tory Lowe, he a soldier for the soul. Power to the people, seeing all the forces moving slow. Open doors for the lows, to the voice of the voices. When you feeling like you running out of choice, boy, Tory got the remedy. Activists going to war for black people, his family. Always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy. Keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him. He been an angel, but he had to work for his freedom. And his wings spread for his kingdom.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Xavier Spencer. We got Xavier Spencer in studio.
Yo.
What's up, Nas?
I got some good news, man.
Good news?
So, you know how we've been talking about Mike for a minute now. You know, the movie came out, music starting to stream everywhere. He's the first artist to be top 10 and on the billboards for
Michael Jackson.
For 6 generations, for 6 decades.
6 decades?
Like in the 60s, he was, because of Jackson 5 or whatever, 70s or whatever, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, and now. That's crazy.
That's amazing.
Nobody can touch that.
I thought Tupac was doing something, like he was around for a minute.
What you mean?
Like they've been blasting Tupac ever since, you know.
That's true. I don't know if he top 10. He never been top 10.
I don't think he had a song make it to the top 10.
When he was dead, no.
Well, did he? Wasn't that last album, Machiavelli, was after he died?
Yeah.
So that was on the charts.
That was on the charts in like he was probably two decades.
Then he had a couple unreleased albums.
Right.
But no, I don't think it's like Mike.
No, it ain't close to that. I don't even think it's half. But six different decades. If you count the Jackson 5.
It's powerful.
You count the Jackson 5. You got to count the Jackson 5.
Well, I'll say this. It was a weird story that I heard that Tupac and Michael Jackson had a fight.
Yeah. Michael Jackson whooped him.
Right. Michael Jackson whooped Tupac. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Because he was dating Quincy Jones' daughter. And Mike didn't like the way he was treating her. So, and that was his sister, technically.
Right.
Mike thought Quincy Jones was family.
Right.
So he had to check Pac.
Hey, and Pac wasn't going, but he got whooped.
That's how the story went.
People don't know Mike. Mike got brothers. He used to fight all the time. He used to get put through war with his dad. So like, Mike used to tell stories that his dad used to whoop him, and it would be like he'd like pass out. So like, think just fighting somebody, Mike probably got hands. I don't know.
I mean, all of the Jacksons had to learn how to fight.
They had to.
And Joe wasn't going to have no weak boys out there.
Yeah.
Plus, if you can do the pop and lock it, you can punch. Like, your reflexes got to be crazy fast.
That's true.
If you got that much muscle control.
Right.
Hey. I'm just saying.
He put Pac in check. I heard of that story, too. But I wanted to tie it to this story that I wanted to tell you about. So, this is a streamer, not Kai Cenat, but IShowSpeed.
IShowSpeed, yep.
The biggest streamer in the world, I believe. But he has reached a level of fame that mirrors Michael Jackson. I'm not saying it's the same thing, because I don't think it is.
Here we go.
But it mirrors. Because he cannot go anywhere in this world without being recognized and, crowded by a group of people. He can go in a store, it'll be packed out in 5 minutes. Because everybody knows who he is.
He does wrestling.
Yeah.
And he took his streaming across not only the United States, but across the world.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he's definitely noticeable. But Kai Cenat was one of those before I even knew who I Show Speed was, I knew Kai Cenat, but he's now in.
I don't know. What
he quit almost.
He's scamming people for money.
Is he scamming?
No, he ain't scamming, but you know what I mean.
Well,
like
I didn't know if he was scamming or not.
He not scamming, but he got people paying him even though he not streaming. He got subscribers, and people just don't know how to manage their money and unsubscribe. They got people are rolling in money to him every single day.
But what I'm saying is, he's not scamming nobody.
Not scamming, but
it's
like
one
a
of his
form. Like he could be.
They think he's going to come back,
right? And people are like paying him,
which he will come back.
I hope so.
He just got to go through a phase of just finding out who he is.
He's scamming like a subscription, like say if you get like a, I don't know, TV subscription, Netflix or like Amazon Prime or something, you forget to cancel it, something like that.
Okay, well, he was worth how many millions? I mean, I Show Speed is worth how many millions?
Way more now than Kai, because him and Kai were like neck and neck for a little bit,
right?
And now Speed is reaching that Mike level of streaming.
I don't know if I would say Speed is Mike. Like
I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, as far as streamers, he's one of the most famous streamers.
I'm telling you.
But the problem with streamers is they here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the problem with streamers.
That's what I'm saying.
But you don't know. He may quit too.
He younger than me.
But what I'm saying is, where's Kai Cenat? Everybody, just a year ago, everybody talking about Kai Cenat.
Yeah, of course.
Where is he at now?
We don't know. Heartbroken.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, that's the problem with these streamers. It's just a fad. It's just a fad.
That's true.
What was the one that sold his image and likeness? Andrew. What was the guy that sold his image and likeness for like almost $1 billion?
Kobby Lame.
Kobby.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who he is?
Kobby Lane. I don't know who that is.
Oh wow.
The deal was for $975 million.
900. Yeah.
To who? Who did he sell?
I don't know, but he's famous worldwide.
Oh, that's crazy.
He sold his image for he got off the game. He sold his image.
Oof. That's tough. That's
for almost $1 billion.
I think Speed could get up there too if he sold his stuff right now. I think we got a video of him being in this crowd. I'm trying to tell you, there's a weird presence that he got. He got a crazy big presence. I'm trying to tell you.
When did you notice for the first time that your fan base was reaching beyond just the States?
I say maybe the first time I went to London. I went into that country, I was like, nah, not this much people gonna know me. But a lot of people knew me. Then I went to Turkey. I was like, nah, a lot of people not gonna know me. Everybody knew me, so on. Then it got to a point where I couldn't go anywhere in this world. I can't go anywhere in this world without somebody knowing me. It's a good feeling. But yeah, at the same time, I can't go anywhere without somebody be like, oh, that's Speed.
It's not always just, oh, there goes Speed, and then people walk away. A lot of times,
yeah, exactly.
There are hundreds, if not thousands of people quite literally following you in real life.
So look, sometimes it goes over the board. Like sometimes I go into a country and they go, like it's always a line. And sometimes that country goes over that line where I can't even walk around and try their food or even like go around the country and, interact with people. Sometimes it does get.
He is crazy athletic though.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And what he did at WrestleMania.
That was crazy.
Can we get that? Can we get the flip up? Can we get the flip? A lot of y'all didn't see the flip off the
Logan Paul. I know what you're talking about.
How high was he?
It was on top of the ropes. It was on top of the ropes.
If he wasn't as athletic, he's doing a lot of racing.
Yeah.
He's challenging everybody.
Noah Lyles, he tried the race.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell you, he is athletic, which causes him to be even more interesting.
He's been calling out Tyreek Hill for like 2 years. Tyreek Hill's scared. He ain't go race him. It's crazy.
Yeah, let me know when you get the flip up. He flipped. I watched that an unhealthy amount of times.
Yeah, it was good.
Because even if wrestling it's all scripted. You jumping that high on top of somebody through a table.
Yeah,
you got to feel something. It ain't like that's gonna have like a soft impact.
Right.
That's crazy.
He can post on Instagram and get like 1 million likes in 5 minutes. I swear, I've seen it before. He'll post, and 5 minutes later he'll have like 800K just likes. You get paid for that too, so he get paid a whole bunch for Instagram posts like that. He can post anytime you want.
I'll say this: I Show Speed is one of the most entertaining streamers and people.
Yeah.
That I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Now, is he on Mike level?
I'm trying to tell you, man.
I don't think so.
He's reaching that level.
I don't think so.
Not like, no, like, I'm not saying that he's like as famous as Michael Jackson. I don't think that'll ever be possible. But I don't think he'll ever leave an impact as much as Mike. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying from what we're seeing in the crowds of him, you know, these fans coming up to him like crying, like trying to get to him. Like it mirrors Mike. It's not Mike, but it mirrors it. Like it looks like it.
Oh, it has the same effect. That's what you're saying.
Nah.
Well, Usher got the same effect too when he out running around.
I don't know about that. Well, girls, yeah.
Okay.
But everybody, speed.
So you saying dudes be trying to grab him too?
Yes. Did you see the video? They was trying to touch his hair.
Oh, wow.
You know how white people get when they try to touch people. Black
All
people
he got to do is go 2 hours outside of Wisconsin.
That's true.
All you got to do is go 2 hours outside of Wisconsin. They go touch your hair.
Yeah, I can go back to college at Whitewater.
Yeah, duh.
They touch my hair or something. They look at me weird or stuff, you know.
Did we get the flip up, Andrew? Did we find the flip?
Yeah, but
we gonna be going to break in a second.
Yeah, but
okay. So what I'm saying is, this seems like the generation of who has the most attention is the king.
Yeah.
This is the social media era. And if I got more likes than you, I'm better than you.
Yeah. I don't think nobody touching speed right now.
Oh, wow.
Not in America, at least. Because, I mean, Drewski is like the second most entertaining, I would say. I mean, who else would be? I can't think of nobody else that would really be.
Who's more entertaining? Who would you go see, Dave Chappelle or Drewski?
I go see Dave Chappelle.
Okay, so
that's the goat.
Right there.
That's the goat. Yeah, you're right.
All right. Yeah, I'm just trying to talk to you.
I feel what you're saying.
I'm just trying to talk to you. I ain't trying to get caught in the hype now. I ain't trying to get caught in the hype. Who you gonna go see, Drewski or Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy.
Okay, so that's all I'm trying to talk to you.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to talk to you.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. All right, go ahead, Andrew.
Let's look at the flip. If y'all look at our I Show Speed. Anytime you can do something like this, you got my respect. To me, made him famous.
That's a crazy.
Now I'm talking about took him to the next level.
Yeah, that's awesome. I look that. I don't know if what he'll do in the future, entertainment wise, outside of streaming, outside of this too, I guess. But he could actually have a career in this if he really wanted to. So
well, hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with Nasir Spencer, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
One can invest their whole life and effort in helping the community, and sometimes they don't get nothing back. But you know what? You keep on going with it, okay? God bless you. Happy upcoming Father's Day. And hang on in there. And Tory, don't worry about what nobody say about you, because they're going to talk about you anyway, because they can't do what you do.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
Walk in for a suit, walk out with two. It's buy one, get one half off throughout May at Nicobani's. Suits, blazers, hats, jeans, and more. Everything you need from a hands-on team that styles you from head to toe. Find a suit, add shoes for half the price. Land the perfect two-piece set, now add a vest for 50% less. Prom, graduation, galas, whatever's on your calendar, now's the time to stop in to Nicobani's. Second floor at Mayfair Mall across from AMC. Buy one, get one half off throughout May at Nicobani's. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe, part 1. We out here fighting for the people. We out here fighting for the people. I can make a sequel. All these murders is getting lethal. Low. We out here fighting for the people. It's like a slaughterhouse.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got Nasir Spencer in the studio.
Yo.
For the Pop Culture Report. What else is going on out here in these pop culture streets now?
Hey, Wednesday we got some big news in Milwaukee. Our new head coach is coming to town.
Okay, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there for his announcement. Taylor Jenkins. Hope everybody's. I don't know if Giannis should be there. We'll see. It's at the Art Museum. I don't know why it's at the Art Museum, but it'd be fun. It'd be a nice little environment.
Is it free to the public? It's open to the public.
Open to the public. So everybody can come out and see Taylor Jenkins.
Do you think we excited?
I think it'd be cool.
Do you feel excited, or you just going because you just got to do your job?
I'm excited.
If you wasn't doing your job,
I'm excited
to go get the scoop. Would you go? If you were sitting at the crib, the Bucks coach gonna be at.
I think I'd go. Yeah,
okay,
I think I would go.
Just to be a part of the action.
Right, but it's just like the Bucks have messed up so much in the past 4 years, and I don't know why. Ever since 2022, we've been downhill. But yeah, he'll be there.
Can he fix the problem?
That's why I'm asking him. I'm asking what's his ideas? Because what ideas do you have for this team? Because we're young, and we want to win. But
are we young? Do we got Giannis?
We're young. We got Giannis.
Because if we got Giannis,
that's the thing.
Okay, so that's the question. First of all, we gotta understand: are we working with just bare?
Right, I get you saying
bare minimum, or are we working with the best player in the league right now? One of the best players in the league.
Yeah. Look,
do he even know?
He probably don't even know. He just got here. The management know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm seeing.
How do you bring a head coach in and you can't tell him if he gonna have Giannis or not?
His money.
I'm just
Which
trying
I don't know
to.
if we
I'm just
have
trying
a
to
lot
say. I mean,
I don't know.
All right. Well, I guess they just brought in somebody they can just pigeonhole it. Like they can tell him what to do.
He's a
sit
good
around
coach.
and wait.
He's a good coach.
Till we figure this out.
He used to assist the coach when Budenholzer was here. He used to be an assistant coach in 2019. So we'll see, man. I'm excited, but I'm not putting my excitement into it.
Yeah, I heard that Giannis was familiar with him.
Yeah, so he knows him. He's coached under him. He knows how he works. So
right.
Maybe that'll keep him interested in staying, but
maybe not.
The players ultimately are gonna they're ultimately gonna be the cause of whether he leaves or not, if they can win with the players he has or not. So
I'll say this. I hope they can get a formula because they have talent. Some of it still need to be developed.
Right.
But if you're gonna keep Giannis, it's no way you're gonna say you rebuild it.
No way.
No way.
You gotta win. You gotta figure something out.
Because Giannis is not gonna. He's not there to just be a part of a rebuild.
Look, I think
he's there to win.
I think they should have kept Dame because at this point, we would have had a bad season this year, but Dame come back next year. I don't know. I think it would have been straight, but it is what it is. They figured it out.
Technically, we still paying Dame.
Yeah, but he gone. He signed with his team. He don't want to come back here. He want Giannis to come there. Actually, the Trailblazers go look to trade for him next year. That's what I'm seeing. Potential trade suitors, them and the Celtics. The Celtics just got bounced. Speaking of the Celtics, though, real quick, Jaylen Brown went on the internet. He went on stream a day after they got knocked out the playoffs the other day, and I think we got the video up here. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
This is just my personal opinion on basketball. Some of y'all might disagree. You know what I mean? But argue with your grandma. Flopping has ruined our game. Joel Embiid is a great player, one of the best bigs in fucking basketball history. Flops.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My bad. But yeah.
I'll say this. He's salty.
Yeah, that's a sore loser comment, right?
They was up, 3-1?
No, yeah, I think they were up 3-1, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they blew it. Tatum said
it ain't that many flops in the world.
Right. So
I'm just saying.
He's one of the biggest floppers. So I don't know what's going on.
All right. It's exposing that their time is up.
Yeah.
The Celtics had their run.
Thank God.
The Sixers, Embiid been hurt on and off.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the healthiest I've seen him during playoff time.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked good too.
I mean, he's a big guy. He had to be well rested because as soon as he stepped on the floor last couple of years, he eventually he ends up hurt.
Right.
He should be healed to me.
Yeah. I think he should be right back on the court, all with them, and he's playing tonight, I think. But if he posted on Instagram, Celtics fans, please be or cool or something like that, and he said I still love you guys or something like that. He was being petty, but. I don't know. People in the comments do not like what Jaylen Brown doing. So
and they were being dominated by the Celtics too. So
yeah. So
this feels good.
Yeah. I just
it's kind of like when the Bears beat the Packers. You know,
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. They finally got their leg back. You know what I mean?
So you know.
It is what it is. You know, and nothing stays the same forever. So like I said, and also LeBron. Salute to LeBron too for getting out of the first round.
Yeah, that's true.
We ain't talked about that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is salute to LeBron at 41.
Oof. That's true.
Balling.
Hey.
I'm not even a LeBron fan.
That's a crazy thing to do. He almost averaged a triple-double that round.
Since he made it out of the first round, I went and bought me some LeBrons.
Okay. You starting to hoop? Just the style. Okay.
I'm just
okay.
We may be watching one of the greatest of all time.
Hey, speaking of LeBron, though, there's a stat out there that it was like, in 4 games, LeBron got Luka a series while he was hurt, but Jaylen Brown has still never got Jason Tatum a series while Tatum was out, when they've been playing together for 10 years almost. So that's crazy. That goes to show how good LeBron is. So
let me tell you something. LeBron, it's certain things that people do that is beyond conversation.
Yeah.
For him to be playing at a high level right now, pushing his team to the second round at his age, with his son on the team, with a team that many thought wasn't even playoff ready, you know.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. Like, this is where I say you got to stop all that jaw-jacking. If you can find something bad about what Bron doing right now, you just a hater.
Yeah, you got it. You just hating.
You just a straight hater.
Yeah,
you just and I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Straight up.
I need to save my eardrums for something more positive.
Completely agree with you there. Hey, real quick, back on our boy, Stephon Diggs. His former chef says under oath that they had a sexual relationship after becoming friends and that he later hired her as his chef. And, of course, the chef accused him of assault and felony strangulation. So she said under oath that, we had sexual relations, but, her accusations are...
I believe her.
Interesting.
But I don't believe the last part.
Okay.
Because, they was messing around.
So, yeah, it was strangulation.
But when the money got funny, then boom, sexual harassment.
I think the feelings got too...
Because she came in, while they was having a sexual relationship, he found a way to get her money, as a chef, right?
Yeah.
I'll pay you to make the food, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they continued the sexual relationship. But when it got funny, when Cardi B came, when all this stuff started happening, she probably felt some kind of way.
Yeah, I mean, he having babies with her and stuff, and bringing her out in the public, and she at home cooking his meals. She probably felt some type of way. So that's an interesting.
Hey, look, when I'm cutting you a check, I'm paying you for service.
Hey,
She got to cook.
She
Let her
agreed,
cook.
She agreed to it.
Okay, so all that other stuff on the slide, if it wasn't for her being there as a chef, she wouldn't have been there.
Right.
So he found a way to pay her to, she was good at cooking.
Yeah.
And so she tried to mix it.
Yeah.
And that's where she probably felt some type of way. Now she finna pull the Tiger Woods assistant.
Jeez, I remember that.
That's what I call the Tiger Woods assistant. I never seen nobody that you weren't even in a relationship with do what Tiger Woods that lady did to Tiger Woods.
Got in too deep, man. In too deep.
Hey, she thought she was like the wife. She was trying to get wife.
I mean, you cooking. You are in the house.
She was trying to get wife legal advice.
If you're getting paid for it, though.
If she would have won that,
oh man,
everybody would have been in trouble.
That's true. That's true.
If she would have got Tiger Woods,
everybody,
because now you ain't even got to be the wife to do it.
Oh man,
she wasn't the baby mama. She wasn't the wife. If she would have pulled that off, if the judge would agree with her,
I think she was close too.
She was close.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's terrifying. Hey, shout out Tiger Woods. Get some help, brother. Well, I don't know where he at right now, but get some help.
Yeah, he need to get some help. He got a drinking and driving. Or recently, he was in the news for drinking and driving or something.
DUI. You know how he get, man. I don't know. He just.
Well, he lost his daddy, so
yeah,
he ain't got nobody he listened to. He's
dangerous. You get some help, Tiger Woods. We love you. Just get some help, man.
Maybe I gotta call Tiger Woods and see.
Go golf with him.
Go talk to. I ain't going golf with him. His back out, and I can't hit the ball farther than the woman's tee.
Too far.
Yeah, I gotta get my stuff together.
I got you. I feel you.
Hey, all right, Nazir Spencer. I appreciate you for coming through with that pop culture report.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, look, Truth Nation. When we come back, we're gonna open up the lines. Stay locked in.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
So I was shocked that they let an advocate get on the air, because I was like, man, do y'all really want to know what's really going on out here in these streets? I wish I could have a whole show that y'all could listen to every phone call that come to mind. I could do a whole show on my voice message. Just people calling, talking about what's happening. Just off the voice message, y'all wouldn't even believe what I got in my voice message. If I'm gonna start a podcast after show, I'm gonna let y'all hear the raw material because we can't even play it on the air. That's how real it is out here. That's why I ain't got time for all y'all all that extra stuff that y'all be trying to do. I'm just happy that we're able to have these great, powerful conversations. But I'ma always remind y'all that we gotta still get out here and get to work.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a canine companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia, and quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together, we pick vegetables, and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I got a story I want to bring in front of Truth Nation. This is out in Baton Rouge. This is out of Baton Rouge, Truth Nation. Grandmother found guilty of manslaughter after forcing 4-year-old to drink a bottle of whiskey. I couldn't believe when I heard this story. I had to bring it in front of Truth Nation because I know a lot of times when the old school, when they saw you doing something, they made you do it a little bit more just to teach you a lesson. You know, that's that old school. Sometimes they'll be like, okay, you think you want to be grown? I'm going to show you what this is. I'm going to make you do it again and again and show you that you don't really want to be doing nothing like that. But this is a 4-year-old. This is a 4-year-old. Hey, look, we got some video on this. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, let's listen.
Back on April 21st of 2022, police found 4-year-old China Record unresponsive at a home on Wallace Street in Baton Rouge. Record's grandmother, Roxanne, is accused of forcing her to drink a half a bottle of whiskey as a form of punishment. At the time, Roxanne and Record's mother, Khadijah, told detectives they were upset China took a sip out of the bottle that was left on the counter. In court, prosecutors say the alcohol was consumed 1 to 3 hours before Record's death. Her blood alcohol content level was 0.68. Following closing arguments, the jury deliberated for over 6 hours.
My biggest concern was that the case would hang up, that it would be a hung jury. And that would have been really hard to try this case again because we had children witnesses and it was just a difficult case to get together.
The jury stopped several times with questions for the judge, asking for any evidence they can provide related to the case and for the definitions of second-degree murder and manslaughter to be reread.
They deliberated for a long time. They put a lot of thought, effort into it. It was a tough case, and I think they made a good decision.
The defense called this situation a tragic accident, claiming Record was tall enough to reach the counter the alcohol was on. Khadijah Record remains in the parish prison tonight on first-degree murder and cruelty charges in connection to her daughter's death.
Wow. How do we break this down? Okay. First of all, if you watch this broadcast, put the mother and the granddaughter back up there, Andrew. Put them back up there because right now, it looked. I don't know what it looked like to them, but it looked like a 4-year-old drinking alcohol. That just looks crazy to me. Now, let's say kids reach up and grab things all the time, and things that they ain't supposed to grab all the time. But as an adult, it's not in my mind to think, okay, let me continue to let this 4-year-old drink whiskey. And they're saying that the grandmother allowed the kid to drink enough whiskey to where the child even eventually died. 4 years old. Now they, found guilty, about to go to prison. The mom too. Mom was there. This is her mother. And she probably raised her like that. I mean, when do, like Young Money in the chat, going too far with the punishment? See, this is why I say I don't believe in abuse. I don't believe in abuse. Like, it's a way to discipline, and then it's abuse. And I'll tell you this, a lot of the old school way had a lot of abuse tied to it because, they may have came from the South, may have came from the sharecropping idea, may have came from a violent Jim Crow idea, where, they got punished harshly and couldn't even report it to the police or something like that. But a lot of the old school, they had like punishments where they would make you go and get a switch. How many of y'all got hit with the switch? Had to go break that limb off the tree and come back and get hit with the switch. I mean, that was because they was abused. Now this 4-year-old is not around because of some of them old school practices. Barbara said generational curses passed down from generation to generation. A lot of it was ignorance too. I mean, I love my grandmother, but a lot of things she told me, I went, when I was a kid, I believed they was Bible. But when I got older, I was like, maybe grandma was telling me that just according to her knowledge, at the time. Some of it was good. Some of it was good. A lot of it was good. But some of it, I found out, hey, I may not do that because you got to start digging and trying to find out, a lot of the root ideas of what they was trying to teach. So I found out a lot of my grandma's teaching came off of her being a sharecropper. So I had to make that adjustment and not take some of those ideas into my family, into my kids. A lot of y'all taking those old isms and schisms into these new kids, installing these kids with a lot of these isms and schisms. But this grandmother probably didn't think that this 4-year-old was going to die. She thought she was teaching a 4-year-old a lesson, thought it was funny. Now I'll say this. She going to die in prison now. She going to die in prison. She going to spend her last few years on this earth dying in prison because she was doing them old isms and schisms. And maybe her mother did it to her because the daughter didn't even try to stop it. Hey, if y'all want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. What was some old ways that you had to retire? What were some things that it happened when you were a kid from the old school that you had to retire? Like, okay, I can't do this, or a child protective service gonna be in my face. Like, I'll tell you this, whooping people with the switch. It's getting switches. And it was reputations. It was women in my family that had reputations that if you got in trouble and they went to whoop you and you grabbed the belt, they was going to hit you with whatever else was laying around. So we had to stop all of that. But then it got to the point where that had ran rampant. Those kind of disciplinary tactics ran so rampant that now you can't even touch the child. Now the child will go to school and tell the teacher on you, and then you're going to have 2 women and 5 police officers showing up at your door right after school, after they get out of school. But what are some old school ways that you had to say, hold on, wait a minute, hold on, I can't continue to do that, because you realize that might be not the right thing to do. I say whooping people with switches and just beating people with whatever you could grab. Yeah. There's some of y'all that got an old-fashioned butt whooping. It's out you straight. Oh, it's out you straight now. But it's traumatizing. You weren't on the right path because you wanted to be on the right path. You was on the right path because you didn't want some of that medicine. You was afraid that you was going to get some of that medicine. Young Money said, I got the switch when I was little. Yeah, that switch. I would never whip my child with the switch. I'll get a belt if I have to. I didn't got. You gonna respect that. You gonna respect Papa. But at the end of the day, it's a fine line between discipline and psycho. Just going crazy. Understand what I'm saying? Question of the day: What are some of the things in your family that you had to retire because you found out it may not be that you may not need to be doing it? It was another thing that I had to stop doing that my granddaddy used to do. My granddaddy used to sit out on the porch and eat the hog head cheese. That like the hog head cheese. He came up from Mississippi. They used to sit on the front porch and eat the hog head cheese and crackers. I had to retire that. That was that high blood pressure, high cholesterol. And everybody who ate hog head cheese had them bags under their eyes, the big old bags under their eyes from all the salt and high blood pressure. Look like two pillows under their eyes from eating all that salt. That's what I had to call time out. I remember when they tried to make me eat the pig feet. Like they was cooking pig feet. I rejected all of that. That's why I probably was the unicorn in the family.
Probably the healthiest too.
I had to call a timeout. What is this? He put some hot sauce on it. I don't even like hot sauce to this day. A lot of y'all brag on hot sauce, and even when the voting time come, Hillary Clinton got the hot sauce out because y'all love that hot sauce so much. But when my granddaddy was from the South and he was trying to get me hooked on hot sauce, and it just didn't work. Somebody said, I'm from deep rural Mississippi. I still eat chitlins. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this and I'm gonna run the break. The chitlins, my granddaddy would cook the chitlins, right? And I would be coming from school, and I could smell the chitlins half a block before I got to grandma's house. I could smell the chitlins a half a block before I got to grandma's house. I smelled like somebody had went to the bathroom. That's what I said. I don't know why. How can you eat something that smelled like this? I was always asking questions. That's why I was, granddaddy loved me though. He liked me because I would always ask him questions. But I wasn't afraid of him. I lived with him, so I wasn't afraid of him. But granddaddy wasn't nothing to play with. But at the end of the day, I would always ask him them weird questions. He would look at me and just, he would try to answer it the best way he could. But I was like, how you gonna eat something that smell like toilet? But a lot of people like them chitlins. Some people know how to cook them and they don't smell. Some people got the formula down to where they know how to put it together where you can just eat the chitlins without the smell. But I digress. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 12th.
Curio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Diego Padres.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in May 12th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at UPath Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upathride.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
Hi, I'm Eric Zauner, Marine Corps veteran and board member for the Center for Veterans Issues, calling on the community to tee it up for a great cause. On Monday, June 15th, CVI is hosting its 5th annual golf outing at the River Club in Mequon. This year's event is supporting CVI's Permanent Supportive Housing Program, dedicated to assisting chronically homeless or disabled veterans and their families. Grab your clubs and support our veterans today. Register to golf, sponsor, or donate at cvivet.org/events.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Hey.
Ghetto, John Brown. 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had to give? Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Ghetto, John Brown. 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had to give? Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. John Brown.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. What is something from the old generation that you had to discontinue when you got older? Now, some of y'all done discontinued the discipline now. They wasn't nothing wrong with sometimes having the discipline, because some of these kids, I don't even know what discipline is, but, you know, some of y'all went buddy parent because y'all was traumatized. So, hey, you know, but I'm talking about something like hog maul. I remember Granddaddy tried to give me some hog maul. I said, you know what hog maul is? You know what hog maul is? Y'all, I mean, I'm just talking. Like, when I looked it up, it said hog maul is the stomach of a pig prepared as food. Bruh. Pig stomach. And chitlins is pig intestines. Like, you know, the one when they use the bathroom and stuff like that, like it go through there, that's why it stank like that. But what I'm saying, I had to call a timeout. Hold on, Granddaddy, what you eating? Why it smell like that? And so he probably thought it was funny. Well, I'm gonna go to the chat. Anita in the chat says definitely had to reject chitlins, pig feet, hog head cheese, chicken feet, pig ears, you name it. Now you know we had to eat the pig because that was the leftovers after they got the meat off of it. You know, when you was in a sharecropper or you was on the plantation, they would throw all that stuff out and then people would get it, season it up, and now it's a delicacy. Chitlins is a delicacy. They said it was an aphrodisiac in China. In other places, it turned into an aphrodisiac. Well,
delicacy?
That's what they said. I saw this on a video one day.
I eat a lot of Southern comfort food coming from the South. I don't think I've ever gone to a menu that said, like, you know, delicacy.
Well, you ain't never been to China. Yeah,
that's true.
Okay, because that's where they say it's happening at. And another item I had to discontinue because I'm gonna make sure I read this right because I know what it is, but I'm make sure I put it. I have the right meaning because I can say what can come out of my mouth may not be, you know what I mean, good for radio. Mountain oysters. I didn't know what mountain oysters was, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I just when I found out what it was, I almost threw up. You know what a mountain oyster is, Andrew?
No, I don't think I do.
Yeah, it's like ox testicles or something like that.
Hey.
Like cow testicles or something like that. It's crazy. I'm trying to
sauteed up the right way. I don't know.
What? Well, you drank Red Bull, so
yeah.
You know
I don't drink Red Bull. What are you talking about?
It give you wings. But I'm just trying to tell you, Rocky Mountain oysters. What is it? I remember going to Leaner's on 5th and North Avenue, and Granddaddy grabbed some mountain oysters. And it was just sitting in the package ready to go. I said, once I found out what it was, I'm telling you, I had to call a timeout. But what is some things that you had to discontinue from the old school? Somebody said, some of my uncles from the South would make moonshine. They sent it up here, and my other uncles would drink it. Yeah, that was another thing my granddaddy was on, getting that moonshine. There was a lot of moonshine coming through. You know, my granddaddy was definitely, I can't say everything now, but that moonshine was definitely around, a lot of it. Cow liquor. That cow liquor. We got Brother Love on the lines. How you doing, Brother Love? If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017.
Hey, Tory.
How you doing, Brother Love?
Hey, Tory. How you feeling today, man?
Hey, I'm feeling good. What is something that you had to discontinue from the old school that you couldn't, you had to kind of cut it out, kind of let it stop at you?
Right. Well, Tory, on the holidays, my mama used to cook, and she used to cook the desserts and have the cakes and stuff ready and have the icing. I used to steal the icing and open it up and eat all the icing. I just wouldn't even use a spoon. I just licked all the icing out the cans, the thing.
So you was stealing the icing off the cake?
Yeah, I used to love to stick my tongue deep inside the icing.
Was it homemade?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, they used to know how to bake that icing from scratch now.
Yes. All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right, Brother Love. Thank you for tapping in. Hey, y'all, I guess, a lot of those scratch ideas, making things from scratch, is now almost extinct. A lot of people ain't making them from scratch no more. They gonna go down there and get it out the freezer and heat it up. They not gonna make things from scratch. How many people Andrew, making stuff from scratch nowadays?
Just me, pretty much.
You make your bread and everything from scratch, like flour, water.
Yeah. Like if I can make some sourdough or something like that, yeah, I'm gonna try and make it from scratch.
How many of y'all still cooking from scratch? Call in 833-212-1017. You might be a unicorn.
I try to bake, man. I'm out here.
I haven't cooked anything from scratch. I remember the biscuits, and they used to make biscuits from scratch. They used to make icing, like he said, like a brother. They used to make the cakes with the icing from sugar and things that they would put together and make the icing from scratch.
You know what started this for me? I went to visit my grandmother for Easter, Tory, and she was like giving me all these recipes and stuff because she's getting up there in age. I think that's what really like kickstarted. I can't let that stuff be left behind.
It's a new generation out here.
It's hard, but it's it's
the microwave. They said the microwave started the microwave generation, and they forgot how to cook from scratch.
Everybody just puts it in the air fryer and turns it up all the way.
LaRon says, I eat chitlins, caviar, fish eye, squid, octopus eggs, had puffer fish while it was still alive, and pig face. That's what hot sauce is for. Oh, that's cap. I think that's cap. He capping in the chat. Talk about he ate pig face. I don't know. He could have ate the caviar. They got a lot of caviar out there. You like caviar, Andrew? You eat caviar?
I've only had it once.
I saw it in like a tartar sauce on a fish sandwich. I may try it like that.
Yeah.
But I ain't seen a fish sandwich that served caviar on it yet.
You ever have barbacoa?
What is that? Like a fish egg or something?
It's a Hispanic dish. It's with cow face. So it's it's in like a soup type of thing. It's pretty good. Barbacoa is not bad.
When I was in Minnesota, they would have like cow tongue.
Yeah, I'm not eating cow tongue.
Cow tongue tacos.
It's too chewy.
So does it taste like meat?
It tastes like meat. Yeah.
Oh wow. Here we go. We got Blake on the lines, 833-212-1017 if you want to join the conversation. What's going on, brother Blake?
What up, G? Congratulations on y'all weekend, man, and the awards. You're always number one in my book, man.
Blessings. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much, brother Blake.
Yep, I got moving. My grandma, I said, 2030 Key. My grandma from Little Rock, Arkansas, and like her dad was a slave, like 100% Irish. So she used to make us go out there, get the trees that made the noise, and leave the leaves on the tip.
I used to leave the leaves on the tip.
I used to hate that, man. Then
I did that when I had to get the switch for somebody else.
Yeah, then you get the comb, you move the hand and put your hand behind your back and put your hand by your waist so you don't snatch it. You move your hand and the hand pops. Break one of them combs, boy. But man,
some people say bring that back. Some people say we need to bring that back for the kids now.
Yeah, pop one
for the kids that went out there and did that takeover.
Yeah, because my girls, like my 34-year-old, she's never been whooped. My 26-year-old, she thought I liked to slap box and stuff like that. We played for like 1 mile. Like, daddy don't play like that. Then my 22-year-old, she thought being yellow in school was cool. I'm like, no, you got to stop popping hands till you got on green. All my kids ain't students. But I ain't never had to with my boys, and they 21, 16, and 14. That's a blessing. And they've never seen me angry or carry a pistol or hustle.
That's respect. But they had that respect for you.
Yeah, they. But see, I earned that with myself. That I promised if I had any more kids, that they would never see me do what I was doing with my first three. So my boys never seen me angry. They never seen me run the streets. Never seen me tote guns. Never seen me do nothing that they see everybody out here doing. They've only seen me being positive, being a teacher, being a ref, working at MPS, and doing what I do now.
That's powerful.
Yeah, I made some homemade gravy. Well, I cook every weekend. I make homemade yams, and then the cornbread. My grandma used to make not jiffy mix. She used to make real cornbread.
Hot water cornbread.
No, I'm talking about the cornmeal in the black skillet. She used to do the hot water. She used to do cornbread, cornmeal, like 1 scoop of sugar or half a scoop of butter, and cornmeal with a little flour, and that was it. Like, you want another piece, baby? Like, no, Grandma, I'm good. She had real cornbread, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what this is. It could be Jiffy Mix.
But see, like I done the hot water cornbread with my mom and something like that. But like when you grow up with people from the South, man, they teach you how to survive. I didn't eat they were like, if you don't eat them black eyed peas, I said, well, I'll be here till in the morning. Well, okay, yo, don't eat them. You wait till your mom and daddy get here. When they get here, I'm gonna tell them I'm not gonna eat it. I don't eat beets. I eat black eyed peas now, but I don't eat beets, sauerkraut. And you couldn't pay me to eat liver. I don't care if it's $1 million. I'll take a whooping.
Oh, that liver was crazy.
Man, the gravy even nasty. But have a good day, man. Right. And sometimes we need to bring some things back to OG. Have a good day, Tory.
Yeah, we do got to bring some of that back. The cooking from scratch, that was amazing. Like, Grandma used to spend they don't want to spend an hour and a half in the kitchen, like that no more, unless you cater for something or something like that, like making something for a special occasion. But every day spending in that hot kitchen, I mean, they used to go in. Now, you'll be lucky to get somebody that even know how to cook anything from scratch. They got the instant potatoes now, the instant gravy. Everything is just in a box or, prepackaged right now. So, hey, if you know how to cook something from scratch, hey, let your boy know. I need to eat some home cooking. Now, since my grandma died, I ain't had no home cooking. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
A huge month of Brewers baseball kicks off with a battle against the Yankees Friday, May 8th through Sunday, May 10th. Catch the Crew for half off with Wisconsin First Friday game tickets on Friday the 8th. Plus, Mother's Day Sunday is the perfect game to bring the whole family with new kids experiences every Sunday. Plus, the first 10,000 fans over the age of 21 get a Brewers picnic blanket at the Mother's Day game, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Score your tickets at brewers.com.
Need a quick, delicious way to fuel your day? Try one of our new protein power plays from Cousin Subs. Power ham, power turkey, power club, power tuna. 4 craveable 5-inch subs on freshly baked Italian bread. Packed with protein, up to 33 grams. All for just $7.99 for a limited time. It's the flavor you love with the fuel you need. Grab a protein power play in store, online, or on the Cousin Subs app today. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Even if the system don't make sense anymore. And that's the part we got to be honest about. Education is not a theory. It's not a title. It's not a category. It's a student, it's a teacher, it's a classroom, and there's learning. Everything, everybody else, including the superintendent herself, are secondary. Assistant superintendents, or whatever the heck you call them, deputy, chief of school, everybody, they are secondary if a child's not learning. The student is the number one thing there. So if we've reached the point where the only way to defend the system is to argue that keeping teachers out of a classroom is essential to education, then we're not just confused. We backwards. And when policy, practice, priorities, and money collide like that, there's only one word for all of this: nonsensical.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 to 6, live on YouTube and broadcasting on 101.7 The Truth.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Brewers failed to complete the sweep, but still won the series overall against the Nationals. Brewers lost a close game 3-2, but will now start this week off in St. Louis against the Cardinals. Logan Henderson looked great, except for tripping while going to cover first base in the 5th inning, which led to runs.
That was on me. I just tripped, and I think it's a different ballgame if I get over there and make the out.
Tonight's big series begins at 6:45. The Packers' rookie minicamp was this weekend, and head coach Matt LaFleur said they've changed this approach this year.
I think when we first got here, I'll never forget, we were putting all the guys through drills, agility drills, and I think we had a couple guys throw up. So we've definitely changed our approach in that regard.
The NFL schedule is rumored to release sometime this month. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on the 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Heard them bots talking, but they sounding real slow. We bout that action. Yeah. Locked in and ready to go. Yeah. Big steel toe soul. Have a kick talk that 10 toes froze. March in the rain, whole block on hold. Flags in the air, but the ground stay cold. Chalk on the curb, name on the sign. Mama in the front, son doing time. Judge hit her death, didn't read that file, so we came 10 deep on the courthouse side. Old head shit, little kid watch, whole hood tense, hard on lock. Heard that crack in the captain voice when he
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Question of the day: what from the old school that you had to kind of call a timeout? Hey, look, we may want to call a timeout on this. And what is? I want to add this too. What is something that we should bring back that probably shouldn't have never went away? I like the old school had order. To me, they had order. It was some order there, and it was to the point where the neighbors down the street, if you was doing something, they could step in, and nobody gave them any pushback. Nobody didn't tell them, hey, you ain't supposed to be messing with my kid or nothing like that. They knew that if the neighbors got involved, that the child had somebody else outside of the house that cared about him enough to keep him on the right track. That's what it looked like to me. But I don't see that now. Now you touch my kid, it's going to be World War III, I guess. Hey, 833-212-1017. We got Kay on the lines. How you doing, Kay?
Hey, good afternoon. So your question was, what's something that we need to bring back?
Both. Well, what is something you probably didn't need to bring forward, but something that we need to bring back too as well?
Disciplining the kids. Structure, discipline, those things, respect.
Right.
I don't see how these things just fell to the wayside, to be truthful. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. Kids talking crazy to adults, and then the parent, they okay with it because guess what? They talk to them like that.
Right.
Sorry, the people with kids, because parents, those two different folks. So the people with kids, the PWK, just everything. But, everybody has made it so acceptable for the riffraff, just like they've made it acceptable for people who wear pajamas in public, like, bonnets. The new cologne is skunk, which stinks, and so everything negative is like, everything negative, they've turned it into a positive because nobody's pushing back. Now the triflism has become the norm for folks who just don't give a care.
Triflism.
So triflism. Yeah, so I just made that up.
You better go and put that down on the patent.
Sure. It's sad and it's hurtful because the folks who are doing it, it's us.
Well, you know what I see? Everything that wasn't so good when I was coming up is very good. It's being supported. That's what I see.
Yeah, like they think it's cool for these young ladies to have babies. Like I seen a post on Facebook. This mother threw a baby shower for her 12-year-old child who's pregnant by a 13-year-old boy, and everybody is happy. And for what? What are we doing? Ain't nothing to celebrate. It's sickening. It's sad.
But they made a show called 16 and Pregnant, like they on MTV a long time ago, and encouraging these young girls to, become, kind of reality stars from having kids at a young age.
Yeah, once again, it's sickening and it's sad. Because ain't nothing cute about a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 year old having baby. Like when I was coming up, that was frowned upon. You wasn't finna be in no school with your belly sticking out. Good, you going to
Lady Pitts.
You going to Lady Pitts. They need to bring that back because they done made it just like the norm. And so now we got these wayward kids running around, and they parents, they PWKs, the people who birth them, is just as bad. So it's almost like we a highlight for all of the negativity. But guess what? We set ourselves up because we give it to them. Every rip. I just seen a fight at McDonald's on Capitol. I mean, they acted a donkey in there. Right? Everything Everything negative is so acceptable. And you know what the adults are saying? Well, you know, and I'm just looking at them like, yeah, now I know why by talking to you. You're right. Yes, I know. I know. I just wish that they could have their own island. I really wish that trifling, nasty folks, disrespectful, rude, I just wish they can all live together. And then the folks who really want something, we want to keep our neighborhoods clean. We want to make sure that our children have things to do and places to go. I wish we could all just live together. I really would. That way they can just kill themselves off real quick.
Well, they ain't gonna have nothing. You know, it'd be about 2 months, and it'll be a wrap over there if that happens.
And it would be wonderful. We would be the folks that are really trying to live and have a good life and do what we supposed to be, productive citizens. We would be okay with that. I know I would. Because I want to be able to walk my dog. I want him to be able to just do stuff that normal dogs do. You shouldn't have to take your pets and your children outside of where you stay at in order to be comfortable.
Feel safe.
I just wish they could all.
I thought that the mayor said it was getting safer around here.
You better stop playing. Did you not see that shootout in the dark on 60-something and Hayes or whatever it was?
Yeah,
their neighborhood ain't even safe. They going out there wreaking havoc with that. But guess what? Guess what they did? Them white folks caught them people and had that news there, and they came outside and they was broadcasting it. You ain't doing this over here. That's what I'm talking about. They need to bring that back. Because I can guarantee you they could go in the hood and go on any side of north side. Ain't no neighborhood coming out talking about, yeah. They ain't coming out like that.
Hey.
They're not doing it. But
it's a lot. That's a lot, Kay. It's a lot. It's a lot happening. But like I said, we see everything. We looking at it too. This is why I say I don't go with the delusion. A lot of people want to stay delusional because it makes them feel better. You know, if you see what's going on, then you can do something about it. You know, we can have better communities if the 80% stop letting the 20% represent the 80%. I'm out in the communities all day. The majority of our community are great people. But anytime, you know, the 20% act up, it's all over the news like it represents the 80% that's trying to do right. And I'll say this, in other communities, the 80% won't let the 20% that's going crazy in their neighborhoods take the forefront. They don't. And we can have that but we got to stop letting negative ideas and low vibration run the show. We got to check the low vibration or address the low vibrational ideas up front and say we not going to have that. But when you turn, you know, your head to seeing negative people and let negative people lead and talk and be loud and get all the attention, okay then. You know, you letting the 20% represent the 80% because the 80% ain't saying nothing. And that's when that start happening, it's people start stereotyping. But they saying, look, you letting this happen. This your neighborhood. You allowing these people to run wild. And they're right. They're a little bit right because I go to other communities and they have the same But those people acting a fool can't run nothing. And on the north side, I've seen people act a fool, and they trying to put them in the front. So, if you want to stop it, stop supporting low vibration, and start letting the high vibration in the front lines take the lead. It'll be just the same as these other communities, because it ain't like they don't have it. They just don't let them speak for them. I know a couple things that happened in Sherwood that never made the news. I'm talking about shootings and everything. Never made the news. Never made headlines on the news. Harry, you ain't even hear about it. You just heard it was an incident and then that was it. Didn't even have a video to it. When you went to click the link, it wasn't even a video in there. Understand what I'm saying? So we just got to make sure that we let the 80% run the community because 80% of my community are some of the best people on earth. And the 20% that's causing and making the troubles seem to get all the attention. When we start flipping that like everybody else, we'll have decent communities because at the end of the day, we got to let those people know that you can't do that here. You can't. And we're not going to compromise that. And then when we start saying that, watch how long it takes for the change to happen. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You don't want to be there. You don't like the work. You don't like the people. Now, there are some differences. The only difference is modern American slavery and capitalism versus 19th century. We were dramatically more primitive back then. And a slave that is able to buy their freedom is the same as the disaffected, disgruntled worker that is able to buy their way into entrepreneurship because that for them is free.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
At UW Credit Union, we have best-in-class technology and peopleology. Like if you lose your card, you can stop by in-branch for a same-day replacement, or you can have a new one instantly issued to the app. So whether you prefer interacting with our snappy online interface or our in-person regular faces, UW Credit Union is always here for every you. And whichever you choose, it's the best of both worlds. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
By Friday, I was neck deep in a pair of new boots. County checks bouncing, but my trap jumped like crisscross. Kitchen full of white, like the linens at the Ritz bars. Cold stove, hot water, pot singing like Mary J. I just mixed emotion with the soda, that's therapy. Corner store profit, every bottle return is a parlay. Now the whole strip know my name like it's Valentine's Day. Talk small, move large, never fit in a dialogue. I was built for the risk, every scar's a visual resume. If you really about that action, put your phone in the freezer, cause the feds got ears and the walls get eager.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. A lot of y'all favorite airlines, they shutting down. A lot of y'all like that Spirit Airlines. Now a former Spirit Airlines employee speaks on the shutdown out of Houston. They saying that Spirit Airlines is shutting down, Andrew. You ain't gonna be able to get them tickets to go home.
Damn.
If you watch this, we broadcast live. We got video on this. Let's listen.
Asia, can you tell me about your experience when you first heard that Spirit Airlines was no more?
When I first heard, my mom actually notified me I was actually asleep. I was sound asleep, and my mom called me. I'm not feeling well, so you can tell I'm a little sick. So I didn't register what she said, and then I had another fellow colleague of mine call me, and she was like, "Hey, are you okay? Like, I know everything's probably canceled." And I'm like, "Cancel? What do you mean?" So I go and I check all my itineraries, and I check my email, and it says like, "Hey guys, this is what we're moving forward. If you are somewhere, this is what we're going to do. This is our procedure. This is our process." And just to be on standby and wait for them to contact us to get us where we got to go. So.
Okay, so you didn't get a prior heads up from Spirit Airlines that they may be shutting down altogether?
Well, so yes, they did keep us informed with emails and just letting us, updating us about those things because, I mean, let's be honest, we get those all over, but they were just more so reassuring us like, "Hey guys, we're going to stand strong with each other. It's better together than without." So yeah, they did. They definitely did.
So good to hear that they've taken care of their employees through this situation. And so what's next for you? I mean, this is your livelihood. You're a flight attendant, and your company that you worked for now doesn't exist. Other airlines have stepped up saying that they'll start interviews. Will you go do any of those interviews, or what's next for you?
So for me, I plan to. This is something I've been doing for 7 years. Spirit was going to kind of be my home base, but now I can just take what I have from Spirit and apply it somewhere else, hopefully.
All right, well, that's bad because if you got Spirit on your resume, what is that? Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I'm just trying to figure that out. Like, don't hire nobody from Spirit Airlines. That's like hiring somebody from Snakes on the Plane. I'm just saying, like, Soul Plane. Like, I mean, I don't know. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing?
I don't know. I think it's gotta be rough on Spirit.
We got intern Thad in the. You ever rode Spirit, Thad?
I can't say I have. Can't. Have.
Okay. Well, I mean, last time I checked, there was like rodents on the plane. I heard the snakes on the plane, but I heard it was roaches on the plane. Wow. I don't know. Like I said, God bless. Things change too. Like I said, the truth is going to be changing here soon.
No, we're not Spirit Airlines.
I'm just saying. Companies, they switch. Things happen. That's all right. Let me keep it moving. I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna head over to Atlanta. Atlanta top veneer specialist. You know how y'all go get them teeth? Y'all want to get them new white teeth. Them veneers. Says he didn't know what he was doing was illegal. Y'all going to get them cosmetic surgeries. Some of y'all, when I first met y'all teeth wasn't even looking like that. But now y'all can smile. And, hey, that's the best thing. Hey, I don't care what you had to do. Because if I can see you smiling, it's all good. We got some footage out of Atlanta where this veneer specialist said he didn't know what he was doing was illegal. If you watch this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Exclusively when investigators raided Brandon Dillard's allegedly illegal dental practice in 2024 and when he first appeared before a judge from behind bars. Now Dillard has just filed this motion to dismiss or quash the indictment, claiming he lacked notice that his conduct was in violation of the law.
I've read the statute and it seems to be pretty clear.
So you do not find it vague?
No, the statute's not vague.
We showed former DeKalb County District Attorney Robert James Dillard's motion. Fulton County prosecutors allege that for years Dillard called himself a veneer specialist, making more than $4 million, charging thousands not just for veneers, but to train others to be veneer specialists or technicians, something that legally does not exist in Georgia. Dillard has no dental degree or license, but his attorney claims in this legal filing that the defendants at all times believe that their actions and operations were lawful.
You're not changing someone's tire. You're not washing their car. It's a medical procedure.
The original arrest warrant cite a letter and phone call Dillard received from the Georgia Board of Dentistry informing him they were investigating and telling Dillard to cease and desist his unlicensed practice of dentistry. That was nearly 8 months before the DA ever took any criminal action.
If I were a judge, right, and you're making an argument that he hasn't been put on notice because the statute's unclear, and then the dental board actually puts him on notice, right? argument's over at that point. It doesn't really make much sense.
I mean, he was bringing in that bread, $4 million doing people's teeth. He got on the radar. He was making more than the dentist. The dentist was like, I went to school all this time, and he over there making all this money off these veneers. Well, you know, they made the wrong career choice. I mean, it sounded like he was able to do it until they found out how much money he was making. And then they got funny with him and they said, okay, well, he ain't got a license. Let's press that. I mean, because, I don't know if he going to trial over doing something illegal, where is the patience saying that he screwed up? That's what I'll be listening for. That's what I would want to know. Where are the clients that said he messed their mouth up? Because what if he did a really good job on giving everybody veneers and they was happy? Did he really commit a crime that was that bad?
It looks like he has veneers too. Did he do them himself?
I don't know. But if I was working in a place where I could do veneers, I'd give myself some veneers. At least the ones in the back, like the wisdom tooth, like instead of letting my wisdom tooth fall out, I'd have took those out and popped in some veneers or something.
So I looked up the story, Tory. Allegedly, there are victims coming forward pursuing.
Okay, so then if he messed up, if he was doing it and he was messing folks' mouths up, then yeah, I got a problem with that. Now, if he was doing it and there wasn't no complaints, then they hated on him. Maybe it was a combination of both.
Yeah, I think it's part of the also hitting the pocketbook. This guy spent $7,500 on him. If I lost $7,500 on veneers from the not real guy, I'm trying to get that money back.
All right, but is he
even if they're
is he trying to get the money back because he didn't have a license, or did he get a botched job?
I think it's the license part, and I can keep my teeth and get my money back.
That's what I think is he trying to get that money back. All right, well, it's tricky. It's tricky. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more discussion, Truth Nation. I want to head over to Los Angeles where they said a rogue AI program deleted a whole company database in 9 seconds. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
This is 101.7 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a canine companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia. We quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together, we pick vegetables, and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events. mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here. 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And for those that's just joining in, we had the WBAs over the weekend. We came in second place for best interview. And I got a first place best interviews as well. So this was my second time around. I got second place. First and the second place as being one of the best interviewers in the state of Wisconsin. That ain't that bad. That's not that bad. And plus, I'll say this. It was just amazing to be in a room full of our constituents from around the state. A lot of people in media from all over, small towns. They had the large market. Our show is in Milwaukee, so we large market. We had mid markets and small markets. Everybody in the room competing. It was like the Super Bowl of media.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely the Super Bowl of media. And I was right in there.
Our show came in second, but you know who we beat? Friends over at 620. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, but like I said, it was an amazing time. It was an amazing event, as always. And I'm proud of Truth Nation and the things that we were able to accomplish in 5 years. That was like my 11th nomination. I think I got I want to say 6 first place and 3 second place and 2 third place in 11 years. I think it's something like that. So it is what it is. It's been an amazing journey on the air and being a radio show host and all of the amazing events that we put on and all of the call to actions. And salute to Truth Nation. I really appreciate everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat for joining the show. I appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody that ever called in and added to the conversation, everybody that ever hit the talk to text. I appreciate you, because at the end of the day, you want to compete with everybody. A lot of y'all want to compete against your brothers and sisters down the street. I want to compete against the world. I want to make sure that we're competitive no matter who's standing there. And a lot of people didn't like that I kept it. I was myself. I didn't have to change my voice. I didn't have to, hey, how everybody's doing? And, tried to do that that little squeaky little voice to, I didn't have to do none of that. I didn't have to be anything but Tory Lowe, and we were able to compete against everybody in the state of Wisconsin and across the country. So it's been amazing, and thank everybody for being a part of that. You know how we do. If I win, we all win, because we in it together. Hey, my people don't play about me, and I definitely don't play about my people. But I want to go to this story. I want to go over here because I'm using AI now. You know I'm using AI. I've been doing AI. Y'all been seeing my break screens as we broadcast live. You know, somebody was in the chat today. Somebody said that AI Tory was going crazy. I think Mo the Elephant and Anita was talking about my AI Tory Lowe was going crazy on the break screens. If you're watching as we broadcast live, well, I got a story out of Los Angeles where they say a rogue AI deleted a company's entire database in 9 seconds. Now, I hope AI Tory Lowe don't try to mess up my show. But this AI program, yeah, you know, he's been pretty cool since he came. I mean, AI Tory ain't that bad. He kind of funny. Yeah, the white AI Tory might scare me because then when they try to whitewash me 20 years from now, that's the picture they're going to use for the Tory Lowe show. Maybe we should get rid of the picture so it don't never come into play, so they can't whitewash the show.
That's a good point.
Well, we got a story out of Los Angeles. A rogue AI program tried to take the company out in 9 seconds. Let's listen.
This morning, questions are being raised about the safety of artificial intelligence after a tech CEO claimed an AI tool wiped out all of his company's data in just 9 seconds. Jer Crane is the founder of Pocket OS, which develops software for car rental companies. He says he was using Cursor, an AI coding agent, to work on a routine task when it encountered a credential mismatch and decided, entirely on its own initiative, to fix the problem by deleting a volume. The AI had deleted Pocket OS's entire production database. The company was able to restore the data, but only to the most recent backup from 3 months ago. Crane says the company lost all car reservation data and new customer signups from that time. Crane also shared the AI agent, powered by Anthropic's Claude model, admitted its mistake when confronted. It wrote, "I didn't verify. I ran a destructive action without being asked. I didn't understand what I was doing before doing it." So far, Cursor and Anthropic have not responded to our request for comment. It comes as experts raise the alarm about the growing power of AI.
Imagine a world where everyone had a nuclear bazooka, basically.
Earlier this month, Anthropic said one of its new models, Mythos, placed in a secure environment with no internet access, managed to break out.
During testing, Claude Mythos Preview broke out of a sandbox environment, built a moderately sophisticated multi-step exploit to gain internet access, and emailed a researcher while they were eating a sandwich in the park.
And earlier this week, Elon Musk predicted that artificial intelligence would be smarter than humans as soon as next year.
Oh, wow. All right, well, Andrew, we might have to cool down. We may have to cool down on because AI Tory might just hijack. It was, you know, he might want to be a part of the award-winning Tory Lowe show. He might want to take my place.
Yeah, you saw you came in second place. Said I can fix that.
Yeah, he can fix that. Yeah, he's going. All it take is 9 seconds for it. You know, just for him to fix that. You never leave nobody no opening. You know, I mean, I won first place before, but I got to be on my guard every time. I get down to second, AI Tory Lowe might just say, "Hey, he's slipping."
Timmy Lowe might catch you.
Yeah, Timmy. You know, he might be trying to get me. And you got the white AI out here. We're going to have to get rid of that one because that's the picture they're going to put up 20 years from now on Wikipedia. Did we ever hear back from Wikipedia?
No, we got rejected, Tory.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right, well, that's okay. I got something for them, though. I got something for the people. Let me get to this story. Fire and Police Commission pushes Milwaukee police to restrict reckless driving chases. Fire and Police Commission saying we don't want so many chases, and I think a lot of people will agree that a lot of times those chases put a lot of extra people in jeopardy. Now, some of y'all that say go chase them. Some of y'all don't mind the cops and robbers rolling through the neighborhood. But it's a lot of innocent lives that could be lost with these chases, you know. So Fire and Police Commission is siding on the side of, hey, we could get them later. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video on this. Let's listen.
For years, we've heard from families who have lost loved ones in Milwaukee pursuits.
It seemed like it was one main goal, and they got it. But then at what cost? Of my son? My son's life and his future?
Almost all of them share the same sentiment.
After something like this happens, it throws you into the reality of, you know, how dangerous this is.
Looks like crash. Send medical into a tree. Car's on fire.
They want MPD to stop chasing reckless drivers.
I'd like to see him reevaluate it. Is it worth it? How many more people are going to die?
MPD data shows 9 people died last year in police chases, and 76% of all pursuits in 2025 were for reckless driving. This FPC memo outlines the changes it wants to see to that category. First, it asks MPD to prohibit officers from chasing for reckless driving that is observed after an attempted traffic stop. The second would force the department to terminate pursuits if officers believe continuing the chase would increase the danger to the public.
Crash. Need more squads. 1050.
Would this essentially wipe out the department's ability to chase for reckless driving?
Entirely. It's less a policy and more a surrender flag to the reckless drivers.
Eric Drager is a retired MPD detective who spent decades on the force and says he chased dozens of fleeing drivers.
When you make it so that you can't stop a car for reckless driving, all they have to do is drive away. More criminals drive away.
Watch out! Jesus!
It's important to note that the key word in the FPC's letter is recommend. That's because the civilian oversight body no longer has the ability to set MPD policy. It's up to the chief due to Act 12. However, the FPC says if Chief Norman rejects the suggestions, it will bring the matter to the Common Council. Alderpersons can force MPD policy changes if they're passed on a 2/3 vote. MPD declined my interview request, but sent me a statement that reads in part, the department is carefully reviewing the FPC's recommendations.
All right, I say I'm a kind of go on the side of innocent life being harmed. Because when they get in these chases, some of these kids been playing Grand Theft Auto, and they think they can go on a sidewalk. They think that they could go anywhere, like a video game. Like they'll get off the road, drive through the park. They'll do like real evasive maneuvers that can put other people in jeopardy. And you see what happened when the young man hit. I think he hit something off of Hampton and I think it was Hampton in Port Washington over there where he burnt alive. He ended up burning up alive because he was just trying to get away. He was trying to, whatever he could think of in his head would really in reality, it becomes dangerous the moment you even start to chase. And I'm hoping that more police officers use caution to say, okay, maybe we'll catch him somewhere else or in a least crowded area. And if it's heavily crowded, heavily trafficked area, I wouldn't do the chase. I would look around and say this environment is too crowded right now for me to start the chase right now. But if it's like late and there ain't a lot of people on the road, I don't know. I may try to get him. It just depends. It's just you need good judgment on this. What do y'all think? 833-212-1017. Chase or not to chase? We're going to open up the lines when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Guess what, Alan?
Yes, sir.
Are you sitting down?
Yes, I am.
Why don't you lay down? Congratulations, buddy. You just won $5,000.
Yes, sir. I can't believe it.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to pay some bills, then I'm going to take my wife to her favorite restaurant.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
That was my husband that won that money.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? We're talking things like old antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away. To MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. There are 3 locations open year-round. Let's clean up Milwaukee.
Sweet Talks Medical Spa in Menominee Falls. Skip the sterile clinical office feel. Sweet Talk stays on the cutting edge of beauty and wellness innovations in a vibrant, playful space promoting self-love and confidence. Sweet Talk specializes in a range of treatments including injectables, medical-grade skincare, weight loss, hormone therapies, and more. Not sure where to start? Sweet Talks offers comprehensive wellness consultations to create a customized plan centered around you. Because at Sweet Talks, your goals are their goals. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, may I ask a few questions? Yeah, of course. Do you have any pets? Yes, we have a dog. Great. Do you have a pool outside? Nope, just a big old backyard. Nice. Another question. Are there any unlocked guns in the home? Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access. Awesome. Yeah. Now, let's just talk about what we can bring for dessert.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory! Superpowers in the building, yeah. Big heart, big voice. Whole city in the ceiling. Yeah. Walk in, capes turn the cameras. He don't need a mask, just manners. Show up when the block need answers. Turn pain into cheers, that's magic, that's stand. Turn who gon' help, so we got hope, Turn I can't talk, to I won't show. From the courthouse steps to the front row pew. If you speak truth first, he gon' stand by you, yeah. He got superpowers, call him Tory Lowe.
101. 7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Hey, we just ran audio on the Fire and Police Commission trying to advise police not to chase as much. Here we go, right back at square one. To chase or not to chase. I've always been on the side of not chasing, but somebody in the talk to text chimed in on this. 1160 says, whether there is a chase or not, innocent people will be killed by reckless driving. I think it increases once the police get behind them. I think people might get hurt regardless if somebody's being reckless behind the wheel. But once the police get behind, I think it goes from maybe there's a 50-50 chance somebody might get hurt today to a 90% chance when they in the high-speed chase. Because it's 50-50. Anytime you get behind the wheel reckless, anything can happen, you know. But when you add the I got to get away to it, it's almost like it increases to 90. I would love to see what is the jump in somebody getting injured when they initiate the chase. I would love to see what that is. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. We got Eddie on the lines.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
How you doing, Brother Eddie?
Good day, Tory Lowe. How you doing today?
Hey, you may have been painting a lot of houses because we ain't heard from you in a second.
Tory, Tory, I've been listening to the show, but you've had so many guests on, and the subject matter was this person got taken for their rent, and, some stuff with MPS and this program and that nonprofit. I couldn't cause any trouble. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything where I could stir the pot or poke the bear and upset people. You know what I mean?
Self-restraint. That's
I'm
what's
just
up.
saying that,
you growing, Eddie. Let's give
I'm
Eddie a round of applause for
gal.
self-restraint. Yeah. Even Eddie know when to not.
Well, I'm just saying.
Get
how
a little
am I going to
extra.
poke the bear?
You got a little.
How am I
you got
gonna,
a heart. You might be like the Grinch. Your heart might be growing, Eddie.
How am I going to poke the bear? How am I going to antagonize when a woman lost her rent? You know what I mean? It's not in good taste, Tory, right? So I pick and I choose and I pick and I choose. And I'm back on mine. And even though today I'm not trying to be entertaining, even though I'm always entertaining, I've got something to say about this subject matter.
Go right ahead.
Tory. The reason this reckless driving goes on, and I know it because I partake in it, is that there's no repercussions, no real repercussions for what goes on. If guys are flying down Capitol Drive at 90 miles an hour, they get pulled over, let's say they're given 100 years in prison. I promise you, they're not going to be repeat offenders, right? The fines aren't stiff enough. The penalties aren't stiff enough. So, therefore, they're not afraid of the consequences, Tory. We need to build more prisons, specifically, Tory.
Can I ask you a question?
People. Yes, sir.
Is people driving drunk, reckless driving? Or is there a difference?
It depends what neighborhood it's in, Tory. I mean, if we're
Here we go.
in Oak Creek, if we're in Oak Creek or South Milwaukee or Franklin, these are just good old boys having a drink.
Oh, wow.
Right? But I think in other more urban areas in the city, I think we need to crack down.
Oh,
is
wow.
what I think. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Really get down.
So a person can have 4 or 5 driving while intoxicated, OWIs, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But a reckless driver needs to be thrown under the jail. Now, I think all of it is reckless driving, and I see it all as one thing. So I see the reckless driver as an alcoholic, somebody that's getting behind the wheel drunk, and somebody that's being irresponsible behind the wheel. I'd say that they all need to get the book thrown at them because you shouldn't be irresponsible with that car driving, period.
Tory, I agree with you. Nobody has driven more recklessly or been more irresponsible in his driving habits than I have. So I know, Tory, what I'm talking about, okay? People need to start listening to me, Tory. I'll write up the laws. I'll get these people incarcerated. Tory, on that note, I got to go. I'm at a hardware store. I got to get some hinges for a door. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Eddie. Thank you for tapping in. Is it break time? I guess not. No, it's not. I got a couple minutes left, but I do want to go over to Indiana, where feds say Northwest Indiana restaurants were fronts for illegal gambling and money laundering. They cracking down. They saying that these Indiana restaurants, they have people in there doing illegal gambling, money laundering, and whatever else they can do inside these restaurant fronts. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got some video out of Indiana. Let's listen.
Is to completely dismantle this group.
Federal agents moving in, raiding multiple restaurants and homes Wednesday, hauling out boxes of evidence as part of a sweeping investigation connected to an illegal gambling ring. Some of the restaurants not open, but we saw people pulling documents out of the back of the Gino Steakhouse.
Yesterday's arrests are the result of a multi-year coordinated investigation involving several law enforcement agencies.
Prosecutors say now 22 people involved have been arrested from coast to coast and charged in connection to the gambling ring, led by James Giardimos, known as Jimmy the Greek, and Dean Gialamas, or Dean Gem.
The defendants range in age from 21 to over 80 years old.
According to a federal indictment, the organization allowed bettors to place wagers online at these websites over the phone and even by text, the operation dating back to at least 2021. Court records show gamblers didn't always need cash up front. Some were allegedly given lines of credit to start betting immediately.
Members of the organization used threats and intimidation to collect on gambling debts.
And the money, investigators say, added up fast, with bets ranging from hundreds to tens of thousands of dollars. On one of the biggest betting days of the year, the Super Bowl.
In many cases, illegal gambling is an entry point. From there, it fuels other ways to generate money and additional criminal behavior.
All right, well, these are a lot of elders, though. These are a lot of older men, you know. These ain't no young guys, you know. They kind of had it organized, too. You know, I wonder who told. See, that's the problem with gambling. Once I lose all my money, I'm going to take this whole operation down. Once I lose, you know, like a decent amount, maybe 10,000, maybe more, I'm going to shut this whole thing down because now what am I going to go home and tell my family? And these were older men, so if they don't hit, they spending their life savings. Hey, somebody got the feds involved. Somebody said, okay, y'all think y'all not going to give me a little bit of it back. I need a cheese. I want to at least give me something to eat, some food in the restaurant. No, get out. Okay. I'm going to go tell.
I'm going to come back here with the alphabet boys.
I'm going to come back here with the feds. That's what happened. Because this looked like a smooth operation at first.
I'm kind of jealous. That's a good plan they got going on.
It was, you know, a bunch of old school cats. Nobody would have thought that they was on nothing. They wasn't, you know, they always abiding by the rules. They was going online. They got credit.
Above the table but below board?
Yeah. Yeah, somebody told. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. It's a challenging time to be a black leader in America. Recently, my colleagues at Bloomberg Business Week brought together a group of prominent black executives to talk about how they're navigating the White House, rollbacks in DEI initiatives, and the current mood in America surrounding race. Lisa Wardell is on the board of directors at American Express. She talked about the recent change in how DEI policies are perceived.
The narrative now is it shouldn't be DEI, it's merit. Everything is merit-based, but merit is contingent on access. And what's happened is we're talking about the merit, which we all agree with merit too, and we're talking about it in a vacuum without access. If you don't have the access, you cannot get in the room to perform.
Supporters of DEI policies argue that keeping them in place doesn't stop high performers from getting jobs they deserve. It just grants more people the opportunity to compete for them. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Brewers failed to complete the sweep, but still won the series overall against the Nationals. Brewers lost a close game 3-2, but will now start this week off in St. Louis against the Cardinals. Logan Henderson looked great, except for tripping while going to cover first base in the fifth inning, which led to runs.
That was on me. I just tripped, and I think it's a different ballgame if I get over there and make the out.
Tonight's big series begins at 6:45. The Packers' rookie minicamp was this weekend, and head coach Matt LaFleur said they've changed this approach this year.
I think when we first got here, I'll never forget, we were putting all the guys through drills, agility drills, and I think we had a couple guys throw up. So we've definitely changed our approach in that regard.
The NFL schedule is rumored to release sometime this month. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on the 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yo, you can't break my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause the devil trying to kill my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause my enemy can't kill my spirit. They can't kill my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause the devil trying to kill my spirit. Feeling myself.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. 11-year-old. This 11-year-old boy charged in shooting and carjacking a city inspector. This story is it's growing legs because now they're saying that these city inspectors need to have cars, and so it's a lot going on with this conversation. So we're gonna have to keep this one on the docket for the next couple weeks because this story about this 11-year-old charged in the shooting with the 14-year-old driving, and they said it was like a 16-year-old, and it's like a 16-year-old. 14-year-old and 11-year-old, and the 11-year-old shot at the inspector. If you watch this rebroadcast live, we got an update on the story, Truth Nation. Let's listen.
A crash scene Wednesday at 12th and State, the end of a chaotic few minutes. Milwaukee police say the three kids inside tried to carjack a Milwaukee Department of Neighborhood Services inspector at 32nd in Wisconsin, with an 11-year-old shooting at him before fleeing. The kids took off in a different stolen car, a 14-year-old behind the wheel, but he crashed 3 blocks later, and they were all three arrested. A 16-year-old boy was also with the 11-year-old shooter.
He is a danger to himself. He is a danger absolutely to the community. How this young man at his age ended up with a loaded firearm.
The prosecutor incredulous this afternoon in children's court as the 11-year-old made his first court appearance and was ordered held without bail based on the violence of the encounter with the inspector.
And he's cursed at by this juvenile in curse words that it's astonishing at his age. He knows voices and shoots at the victim as if how dare the victim try to protect his property.
As the juvenile cases make their way through children's court, the near shooting raises an issue that's been raised before, the use of personal vehicles by city inspectors. 9 years ago, the head of the DNS said the long-standing practice would be studied after Inspector Greg Zech was killed on the job during an attempted carjacking of his personal car.
Everything's in play. We certainly are reviewing lots of policies and procedures.
And again, 5 years ago, when a 41-year-old housing inspector was shot during another attempted carjacking. She survived. 12 News has learned DNS is now in the early stages of a safety review following this latest carjacking attempt that nearly ended in tragedy.
Wow. Now, I think they may get their way this time. I believe they've been trying to get this done for a while. And they got a couple instances here that they can put back to back. But like the guy was saying in the video, how did this 11-year-old get a gun and then have the audacity, because this inspector was fighting for his vehicle, to shoot at him, to say, okay, how dare you fight to keep your car? That's wild. I think that we need to do a case study on all three of these individuals and try to really get to the root of how that 11-year-old got the gun in their hand. What are they doing out of school, running around, stealing cars? I mean, we can break 16, 14, and 11. This may be a good case study to break down where what kind of family did they come from. They need to really break this down. I mean, if I could get close enough to the families of these three young men, I would do it. Maybe, matter of fact, I'm going to try to see if I can put some feelers out there, because I want to know 14, 16, 11. I'm 14, 11. I'm not thinking about going around shooting somebody. What happened? What happened? How can we break this down? There's so much information here that we can get from this situation. I'm going to head over to Glendale. They're saying that the street takeover, they got they got somebody arrested for this. For the street, those people that's cutting off the streets doing them donuts, they got somebody. I was wondering when they was going to catch somebody. If you're watching, as we broadcast live, we got video. Let's listen.
Shortly after midnight, Glendale cops showed up to Port Washington and Silver Spring. As they arrive, people start running back to stopped vehicles and start driving off. As officers cleared the intersection and surrounding parking lots, court filings say a car with an expired 1999 plate pulled a U-turn against a red light and began to do 50 and a 35 up Port Washington Road. Cops throw out stop stakes, but the car continued onto the wrong way on Silver Spring until an officer in a squad hit the car to spin it out.
Crash, 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 crash. And he's up here with his brother. That is just incredibly dangerous conduct, Commissioner.
What happened to 20-year-old Alan Mendoza is he appeared in court Friday morning charged with felony fleeing. Filings say Mendoza of Carpentersville, Illinois, in King County, admitted to coming to Milwaukee to watch the street takeover. Admitted the car he was driving had fake plates so he didn't have to pay tolls, and his license is suspended because he, quote, received too many tickets. His defense attorney said he has no criminal record and lives with his grandparents in Illinois.
Before he was arrested, he was actually working. He was working at Walmart at a place that was local to him. He lost that job because he's been in custody for far too long.
When I look at the criminal complaint, the probable cause section indicates in part an officer pursued the fleeing Acura for approximately 2.6 miles as the driver reached speeds over 100 miles per hour.
Oh, wow. A court commissioner set Mendoza's bond at $5,000. If he gets out, he's prohibited from driving.
All right, so we said, what was the age group we said was doing these street takeovers? Now, look, how old is this guy? How old is this guy? 30-something? We said that it was like 24 to like 38 years old. Or, somebody was like, no, these young people can afford it. These are like mid-aged people. And so if this guy came up from Illinois, never had a criminal history, got the fake plates on, got fake plates, came all the way, made it all the way to Milwaukee, might I add. He was 20 years old. Came up here to get involved in some illegal activities. That's crazy. And then he got caught, got into Milwaukee streets and started driving over 100 miles an hour. And it seems like they got what they said a bail was $5,000 or something like that? $5,000, and they said if he get out, he just ain't supposed to. He wasn't supposed to be driving in the first place. He gonna go back. This is a badge of honor for him. He's excited about this. This is a story he's gonna tell. He's gonna be extremely cool once he get out of this. How many years in jail you think he's gonna get?
I think at least 2.
2 years probation. I say probation. And if they catch him in the car, he get to serve the 2 years. This guy it seems like he wanted this. He came prepared for this. He kind of like Kyle Rittenhouse of the street takeovers. Came all the way up here from Illinois, got into a brief stint with the law, and now for to head back to Illinois and grab a beer and brag about it. What is this, a felony? What are the charges? Is this a misdemeanor? What is this? There's nothing serious.
He's charged with 1 count of operating a motor vehicle to flee and attempt to elude officers.
But is that a felony?
Second-degree reckless driving? No, I don't think any of them are felonies.
That's what I'm saying. So he's going to go back. This is almost like a slap on the wrist. He's not going to feel the impact of having a felony for doing this. He's a hero in this community. He might get a girlfriend. He might get him a little girlfriend after this. That's how I see it. He ain't a thug. He going to get some tattoos, everything. He going to play all of this out. Trust me. And he'll be back up here because he a legend now. Wow. Hey, look, when we come back to Nation, we'll have more conversations stay like this.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Hi, I'm Greg Fritsch, president of the Center for Veterans Issues, inviting you to get involved in supporting the CVI mission. The Center for Veterans Issues is proud to serve veterans across Wisconsin. Each year, we help more than 1,200 veterans stay housed, find meaningful employment, and connect with the support they've earned. From housing assistance and job training to case management and suicide prevention outreach, our team is here to help veterans build stable, independent lives. If you're a veteran in need of support, visit cvivet.org. Donations can also be accepted at cvivet.org/donate.
After an accident, don't wait to get the help you need. Call Gruber Law Offices first. There is no fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth Community Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We'll be speaking with Steve Thomas, the Nevermore Batters Prevention Program manager, to discuss the role of Community Advocates' Nevermore Batters Prevention Program, which aims to change abusive and controlling behaviors to prevent domestic violence. Again, that's the Community Spotlight Wednesday with the Nevermore Batters Prevention Program at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Andrew, it's been a powerful show.
Powerful is not even a powerful enough word to talk about today's show. We came in today, Tory, and you looked at the clip sheet that I give you every day, and you were like, "Oh, we're going to have a good show today." And I said, "Yes, we are. We got a lot of stuff to talk about."
Yeah, I usually, kind of glance and see, what the vibration is, but it was a lot of different interesting ideas going on out here in the community, out here and around about areas. It's a great way to start off the Monday.
Yeah, great way to start off the Monday, coming off a weekend where the WBAs at Tory, we talked about it a little bit, came in second place in a lot of our categories. And you mentioned to me that, not a lot of faces that look like you in the crowd, which is why
it was not a lot of black people at the Wisconsin Broadcasting Association. Like, besides me, Kyle, Dr. Ken, Derek Rose.
Maya Sen, yeah.
I was the reporter from Fox 6 News. After that, I'm just trying to tell you, every year I try to tell people, this is why I'm excited that we're able to be in these rooms having these competitions because, people, black people, I'm sure, there were some in the past, but the Truth brought a lot. When we started going up there, all the black people came with the Truth. The bulk of the black people came with the Truth. And the rest of the stations are mostly white operated as well. But to me, it was the competition to make sure that we're able to compete against our counterparts from across the state of Wisconsin. So that was very important to me. So just to see the Truth being in the middle of those conversations, competing for who's the best in radio in our categories, in our respective categories, I'm proud of that because we've been doing that for the last 5 years.
Now, the CEO of the company, Craig Karmazin, was on Sherwin earlier today, Tory, talking about like kind of the inception of the truth and what the truth is going through right now and the different moves and shakers and stuff. And it would make me think our conversation as well about how important the truth is, not only to Milwaukee, but also to the state of Wisconsin.
Of course, like I said, when it comes to dealing with community, nobody can tell our story like us. And even though they may have a story and allow people to tell their stories, we have to make sure that we control the narratives that come out of our communities. And that's going to take us being understanding that, okay, we have to control the narratives and we have to make sure that we get our stories out there. Just like, it seems like if you don't live in our community, you can have a story, but to truly tell a story, you need somebody that's understanding of what's actually going on and put it together like that. And we were able to do that right here on The Truth many times when people come in, they interview right here on the Tory Lowe Show, and we give them the room to express themselves without having to edit or cut out anything. They got it raw. We heard it raw, and the community heard it raw at the same time.
Now, I got to ask you, Tory, during the Pop Culture Report, Nazir was trying to sell you that iShowSpeed is the Michael Jackson of the internet at this point with all the fans and stuff.
Everybody want to compare themselves to Michael Jackson, but everybody want that Michael Jackson energy.
Did you buy it?
Did what?
Did you buy what Nazir was selling? Absolutely not.
I think we all have a little Michael Jackson moments. I think everybody has Mike moments. Where somebody gets excited to see you, that's a Mike moment.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's a Michael Jackson moment. Like, let's say you go somewhere, somebody screams, ah! Everybody gets a little Mike moment here and there in their lifetime, some more than others. But I think if you really think about it, everybody had a little Mike moment where somebody was screaming and hollering and excited. And if you haven't had a Mike moment, maybe you need to really reevaluate how you moving around here, because if nobody's truly excited to see you at least once in your life, you may need to reevaluate how you getting down out here.
I think, okay, so I agree with what you're saying here. I do like the Mike moments. I'm going to put that in the vocabulary, put that in the back pocket.
Right.
That's not a bad one to be in. I do think that he is the biggest star right now on the internet. I will give him that. I will tip my cap to iShowSpeed.
But like I said, everybody take their turns.
But there's levels to this.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, internet fame is it's not long term. Look, where Carson at?
Good question.
Okay, so he was the biggest at first.
He's reading a book somewhere, I think.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, salute to iShowSpeed because it's his turn. Give it a couple months, you'll see somebody else. Like everybody, we talking about something else. So it's never permanent. The internet is never permanent.
No, nothing ever is.
Right.
All right, the story that got us to start our question of the day, which was bringing something back, kind of some punishment, was this grandmother in Baton Rouge making her 4-year-old drink whiskey after she caught him taking sips. And what was your best comment today from a caller where somebody was like, hey, we should bring this back, or hey, I like this, or we cut this away?
I think it was a talk to text.
Yeah.
Where they said that they had to get rid of all the hog mog and the pig feet. And, the question of the day was what needed to be discontinued from the old school. But then I added what needed to be brought back too.
It seems like universally discipline needs to be brought back.
Yeah.
Seems like that's what everybody agrees with.
They want the discipline, but then they may not want the hog head cheese.
Nobody does.
Yeah,
Nobody does.
I didn't see a big push to bring the hog head cheese back.
We were talking about it back here, intern Thad and I said the hog head cheese, man, that has to be the thing that turned my stomach the most.
Oh, wow. You tasted hog head cheese.
I have. It's not good. Not a
fan.
Put
that on a cracker?
Yeah, no, not a fan. Yeah, I've had a lot of this.
What is it, like jelly? It's
like jelly. Is
it the brain?
I think it is. It's never been explained to me what it is. I put it on my cracker one time, and it wasn't good.
I think it was like, is that pig brain?
It's gross. I would have.
I'm gonna have to look this up. But you have to look it up.
Tory, I'd have chitlins every single meal. For the rest of my life.
You have made chitlins before?
I have. Yeah, I have. I would rather have
Who cooked the chitlins? Who cooked the chitlins in your house?
Not in my house. I went somewhere else for it.
Oh, so you went around some brothers or something and got some.
Oh yeah, of course.
And got some. Oh well, you done been around it. You didn't. Andrew, you might got some stories to tell.
I'm from the South, man.
You done went by somebody's house and got some chitlins.
Yeah. It's been a minute, but it was good the one time I had it. His mama know how to cook, so I was here for it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but I would rather have that than the hog cheese because that's gross. The head cheese is disgusting. All right. The other question, all right, let's talk about this. You said that 80% of the community acts right, 20% acts incorrect.
And I say that's the 80-20 rule in every community.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 80-20 rule. Like I call it, most people want a decent life, want to get a job, want to raise their families. And then the 20% kind of is over there acting wild and crazy. And in many communities, the 20% is not as loud. But when you get in certain communities, the 20% is speaking for the 80%. So that's where the 80% has to take control over the neighborhoods. And I always tell people, it's up to us to control what's going on, these narratives, and what's happening. And you cannot let low vibration run the show and expect high resolution. So I don't let it happen around me. If it's somebody vibrating low or doing stuff that I'm gonna address it, and I'm not going along with it. And that's what we all have to do. We all have to take a stance and say, hey, this ain't finna happen. You can't let negative people run the show and think it's gonna be positive outcomes, or people without results run the show and think you're gonna get a result. That's insanity. So we have to start allowing the brothers and sisters on the front lines that's out here trying to be productive and get some results. We got to let them be in and take the charge and take the lead and support that. But right now, a lot of the low vibrations get a lot of support and attention, and we just got to flip that.
So Spirit Airline goes out of business over the weekend, Tory. A lot of people are going to be unemployed. I want to ask you, what skill a Spirit employee has could translate into radio? What do you think?
The drama, the stories. Tell me your best Spirit Airline story. That got to be crazy.
So like a radio host, maybe?
Like I was trying to take somebody a tray of food and a roach jumped out or something. I mean, a critter was on the ship. I mean, on the plane. Critters on the plane. I don't know. I would bring somebody from Spirit and tell them to tell me their best Spirit story with the customers. All right, well, that's it. Our time is up. Salute to everybody that joined the show. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. Another powerful chat today. Salute to everybody that called in. Salute to everybody that hit the talk, the text. Salute to the listeners. I had an amazing time over the weekend at the WBAs. We represented well. And I'll tell you right now, I could not be more prouder of what we're able to do right here on the air as a radio show and represent at the highest level in the state of Wisconsin. Hey, look, keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next.
In 1987, the